UFC middleweight Chris Curtis ran into a guy that's been trolling him on Twitter. Curtis posted this. He wrote, "Not every day you get to run into one of your Twitter trolls. They never keep the same energy, but it's fine. I love you guys too. Man, I love Canada."
All right, check it out. So it's one of those rare few times in life where you meet one of your Twitter trolls. This guy, what's your name? What's your handle?
What's the handle?
What's your handle? We're gonna make you famous.
What's your handle, man?
There we go. Wait, zoom in. All right. So I'm not even sure what he said, but I think I blocked him for something
dumb for
and I told him, stop saying dumb and I won't block you. But what do you have to say for yourself, Twitter troll?
It's kind of a fun atmosphere sometimes.
We are who we are. I'm a troll. I don't take it personally. It's fine. So it's very rare you get to meet when people troll you. So you know what? All time.
Robert Whittaker on the MM Arcade podcast gives his prediction for Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush this weekend. Rob is leaning towards Beneil getting the W, and not by decision, by stoppage. Check out the full episode of MM Arcade, links in the description.
With that last fight we saw against Gamrot, it's going to be a very hard fight for Oliveira. And I know you weren't saying he's cocky. You don't have to say he's cocky. Oliveira has holes in his striking. He gets clipped every fight. But understandably, it's part of his game. Like, he likes standing in that mid-range. He likes being in that distance where he can hit you. And he does put shots on you, very technical striking, straightforward. But I just don't think taking shots against Dariush is a good idea. Dariush, I do have it. I do have it. I think it's going to be via stoppage as well. Not TKO, KO, but I also see a submission. I can see.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Makhachev showed that Oliveira is not invincible on the ground. He's
earned it.
A very big gauntlet to get this shot. So I think this is for number one contention. He has to at this point. He has.
Last week, Joaquin Buckley and Brian Battle agreed to fight each other next, and the winner would face Ian Gary. Ian Gary has not responded to this, by the way. Anyways, Joaquin reveals he hasn't heard anything from the UFC and posts a video message to social media directed towards the UFC and matchmaker Sean Shelby.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Joaquin Newmanson Buckley. Right now, man, we got a busy schedule, all right? And we don't have a busy schedule when it comes to a fight, unfortunately, but I'm making sure that I stay ready and I stay prepared for any opportunity that the UFC is willing to give. Now, the update, y'all. I haven't heard nothing from the UFC right now, all right? When it comes to me and Battle fight each other for August 19th in the Boston card, all right, for UFC 292. I ain't heard nothing. I ain't heard jack, you hear me? But I see a lot of fighters, man, getting put on. I see a lot of fighters that have fell off of their cards in July or here in June, and now they on the goddamn Boston card. And I'm talking about, like, they name ain't like mine. They fighting style ain't like mine. So what's up, man? Sean Shelby, UFC. But see, look, I ain't gonna get mad because I know this organization, man, is the best organization in the world. So they must got something planned. But all I'm knowing is, like, hey, tell your boys something.
As you guys know, Israel Adesanya and Dricus Du Plessis have been going back and forth. Izzy recently said that he hopes Dricus defeats Robert Whittaker, just so he can fight him next. Izzy recently revealed he actually sparred Dricus, and says although Dricus got the better of him in the grappling, Izzy says he messed him up in striking. He went on to say, so you know what's funny? What's funny to me, I remember this. We actually sparred. Hey, sparring is sparring. Also, you know what? I'm coming from China. I was doing kickboxing over there. I had no MMA, nothing. I was kickboxing. I had MMA already, but it wasn't sharp. It was blunt. My jiu-jitsu was blunt, very blunt. So we're sparring. I don't know if we did 2 rounds or 1. It's so long ago as well. This is 2014, so long ago. I remember like on the grappling he had me, but on striking I just messed him up. Chris Weidman is making his return to MMA at UFC 292 against Brad Tavares. Weidman has been out since he broke his leg in the fight against Uriah Hall back in April of 2021. Josh Thompson and John McCarthy react to Weidman returning. Josh thinks this will be Weidman's last fight.
I think if Chris comes out, I think this is his last fight. I think he wants to prove that he can make a return. I think this is his last fight.
Okay.
I think, and I know what, if for somebody like Chris Weidman, who's been around forever, who's the champ, former champ, I mean, like, I look at it, it's just an absolute, just a fantastic person. If I'm the UFC, I gotta let him do it. You know, but let's have a conversation. If you look great and fantastic and the leg's holding up, and you go out there and you starch him or you take him down and submit him and control and everything like that, all right, cool. Maybe we'll have you for another one. But as soon as you lose, as soon as you look like then we cut you. Or not cut you, but we say, hey, it's time to cut. Let's kind of go our separate ways. Let's just call it what it is, and you've aged out. I believe that like in anything, okay, whether you're the president of the United States or whether you're a fighter or whether you're an athlete, there's got to be an age out process. We've got to just cut ties. And so it's just time. And so if he looks good, hey, we'll dabble maybe in another one. If he doesn't look good, maybe we just it's time to call it quits.
I look at, you're absolutely right. Chris Weidman, I look and with the UFC, if they're saying, hey, you know, we'll give you another fight so you come back off of that leg injury, I totally understand. I just don't want to see Chris get hurt. That's all.
Yeah.
I think Chris has been a great representative of the sport of MMA. I think he was fun to watch, especially when he was on his run, because you figure he was undefeated up until that Luke Rockhold loss, wasn't he?
No,
wasn't that his first loss?
Yeah. Holy cow.
SportsCenter posted a clip today of Conor McGregor signing posters, and Conor got roasted by MMA fans in the comments. I'm going to read off the top comments from this post, starting with this one. LOL, bro drawing $25,000 doodles. This one says, bro said, with the loop emoji, in quotes, what's the point of signing something if the person can't read it or later can't even remember who it was? Arnold Palmer. Seems virtually impossible to authenticate. They get worse and worse with each signature. Even the last one, he was like, damn, that might be bad. Loop-de-loop and pull. That's not a signature. That's him practicing for Line Rider. Such a dog shit signature. Man takes no pride in his autograph. Dad, will you sign my test, please? Sure, son. He felt bad for that third and fourth. And I'm about to make money on eBay. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's in reference to Brendan Schaub encouraging fighters to boycott UFC 300, so the UFC will implement a change to MMA judging. It's from Grizzly Dynamics. It says the fact that Brendan still thinks he has any influence on anyone inside or outside the UFC just baffles me. But I guess it shouldn't, since we're talking about, well, Brendan Schaub. The second one says Schaub never misses a chance to sound dumb. UFC 300 is going to be a huge payday for a lot of fighters. Boycott the event? I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of fighters ready and willing to jump in a moment's notice. And the final one's from Mr. McFeely. It's in reference to the footage of Justin Gaethje grappling with his dad. It says Gaethje and his dad was so wholesome. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.